Good afternoon, one and all present here. I, Drishti Khandelwal,
And I, Salmeen Sheikh.
are your host for this session again, where the fireside chats on what young founders read. Today, we quite do not have Mrs. Midula Deva Bhaktuni, so that's a surprise and shocker for us. So I would like to introduce Mr. Prem Kumar. Ever wonder who told mosquitoes not today and then taught drones to do their job? Meet Mr. Prem Kumar.
The founder and chief innovator of Mere Drones, India's agri-drone pioneer who turned climate tech into pest fighting and crop saving superheroes. Mr. Prem began his journey using drones to battle dengue in Hyderabad and realized these flying gadgets could do so much more than just capturing.
Prem Kumar. Ever wonder who's whispering genius into the ears of India's top business authors before they hit bestseller charts? Meet Mr. Manish Khurana, Senior Commissioning Editor, Penguin Random House India. Essentially, India's literally quarterback calling the plays behind the books you can't put down. He's the person author dreams of, someone who spots compiling insights and transform them into laser-sharp business narratives. Whether it's leadership tomes or entrepreneurial memoir, if the idea sparks, it's there, and Manish helps it ignite it. So here's to Mr. Manish Khurana.
Here today for this session. I would like to talk about books because I come from the world of books, and I would like to talk to Prem about his reading habits and what exactly inspired him to create this unique entity called Marut Drones Company. So Prem, it's lovely meeting you. We are meeting for the first time, but I hope our conversation will definitely enrich the audience here. Prem, what exactly did you read while growing up? And if I can ask you, which one book inspired you to go down the path of entrepreneurship? What really inspired you to become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, good afternoon. I think it's very challenging, like it's before the lunch time, but thank you for your audience who are here. So I'm from Hyderabad, and many of you know I'm from Hyderabad. So from start of my journey, this is second entrepreneurship. The first, the company name was Rasta Films. So we have been inspired by the Road Not Taken, a poem which we have read in our school days. So that's where we kept the name as a Rasta. And so it was a film production house. Then we made a documentary film on the farmer suicides, and that led for us again one more venture as a Marut. So the start of the Marut was never thought of as a company. It was like everyone. I was also going and complaining. Like my parents stay other part of the city, which is 50 kilometers from here, the other part of the city, where next to my parents' house was a lake and water body, and there was a constant cases of dengue, malaria next to my parents' house. So from 2013 to 2016, I was complaining bi-monthly, quarterly when I go to my parents' house, and one fine day the commissioner called and said, "Looks like you're educated, and why are you complaining? By now there are 13, 14 letters, and the best way is to move your parents to the other part of city where you feel comfortable and where you feel safe." Then I went around and saw what they were doing is they were getting into the water body to the neck level, they were clearing it, they were applying the oily kind of a liquid. So the larvae doesn't get the oxygen. By then, we were using drones for mounting big cameras, like which is 50 kg, 40 kg, 100 kg. We were using drones for film purpose or for other applications. So we thought, why can't we have the same liquid which these guys are applying, and they're not able to go in the nook and corner of the water body in the lake. That's where we first went and said, we have a solution, we wanted to solve this. That's where I went back to two of my batchmates at IIT and said, I want to solve this problem, and one was in Samsung, one was in Qualcomm. They came forward to just solve it, but till now they did not go back. And that's where first we solved a problem, then we pursued it. In eventually in 2019, we started this company. But before this starting, 2 years before we started working on this problem. So our core was we see problems every day while we're coming from a house till here. And we think every time someone will solve a problem, let me avail a service or let me tell someone to solve the problem. But nobody thinks, can I step forward or can I do something to that problem to solve it? So I was also like everyone waiting, complaining it and everything. And one fine day I thought, why can't we have educated and we know something can be done. That's the curiosity where it started there. So then first we solved dengue malaria cases of 20,000 to 18,000 malaria cases, less than 1,000 city of Hyderabad in last 6 years. Then we have pivoted to agri because now also if you type in Google cancer train, a train every day goes from Punjab to Rajasthan. For a treatment of cancer patient, more than 90% are farmers. So because farmers, when they spray, because in agriculture, pest and disease is common. So for the pest and disease, they apply chemical and they spray with the knack sprayers, hand sprayers, and they inhale, and majority of farmers in the post 40s, post 50s are prone to cancer. So by then we had a drone and we were looking to pivot from dengue malaria to other application. That's where we started moving to agri. Today, like everybody has seen tractors, right? Similar to tractors, these drones are able to do around 6 to 7 applications. And what are we doing? We are creating a micro entrepreneurs and a lot of people in rural areas. In agriculture, if you see the average is 50. So 20 to 40 age group is in not agriculture, not in rural areas. So we are taking back all the young ITIs, polytechnics, engineers back to villages, making them to learn this technology and earn monthly 50 to 75,000 after all their expenditure. So we are creating more entrepreneurs at rural areas and helping the farmers through this technology.
That's really inspiring. You are not only running a company, a profitable entity organization, but I think you are also contributing to society. What I really liked about your approach is the fact that you are also trying to solve a major health problem that is quite prevalent in India's rural areas, cancer. So cancer is now actually becoming an epidemic, and I think this is something that that will definitely help farmers in India's rural pockets. I'm sure the government will also fully support you because you are doing more than entrepreneurship. And the other thing is that you are also creating jobs for the rural people in India. I think that is something really remarkable. Many entrepreneurs don't think on those lines. Profit is mostly the sole consideration. But here, I think you have gone beyond profit and tried to create something socially responsible. So your organization, I can say, is a socially responsible organization. So I think this is really commendable. I must congratulate you for that. Prem, if I ask you about your reading habits, do you read business books, or what kind of books do you like to read in particular?
So whenever I go to event, a lot of people give me books. And these days, when I go and talk to anyone, people start telling us to read this book because a lot of things, the first time we are experiencing, right? Like, so the entrepreneurship books or if you see the business point of view where we make mistakes every day. So a lot of people already have written a lot of experiences there. So we have those kind of like books what we have seen. So and lot of people have suggested and which have also read. Mostly I read when I travel because I have 2 hours, 3 hours flight journeys.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's the best way where I do it. Otherwise, when I travel, because I go often to rural areas, because all our customers are in tier 2, tier 3 places and in the rural part. So every time I have a journey of 2 hours, 3 hours average journey, so that gives me a lot of time to read and also consume. And I think the best way, rather more of spending time, I think reading will help, definitely help, and also makes you appreciate the effort of or appreciate the writers and the journey. So majorly I like about the entrepreneurship and also a lot of people, their journey and experiences.
absolutely right, because I have been publishing business books for the past 15 years now. And in my career, I have seen a lot of entrepreneurs publishing books about their journeys, about their lives. And I think books on entrepreneurship still do well because young readers, young entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs want to know from the people who have been there, done that. So I think you also deserve a book, and I think you should definitely think of writing a book about your journey as an entrepreneur. And I think your company has been doing some really some real good work. So I think you can probably look at capturing your journey in a book so that you can reach out to the last reader standing in the queue. I think you should seriously consider that.
Definitely, because if you see, like every engineer, I also did my engineering. I was 133 at IIT, and a lot of people generally after IIT, you'll definitely have landed a good job. I was in Canada. Then I've started a film production house. So whenever anyone prospective guy who is in JE reaches to my parents, my dad is to say, don't make them educate. Because if they educate, they end up doing something odd things which you don't understand itself. So for almost for 5, 6 years, it was very dilemma to my parents saying that if someone comes and asks what your son does, they don't know how to explain. And so we did a feature because we started that production house is to make one of my batchmate as a director. So a group of friends, we wanted him to make a director. We thought, okay, job, it's easy for us. Is because it's not that difficult. Then we started that. Then we understood we were doing lot of documentaries, we were helping people. Then we understood a lot of the first journey very closely with them. Then we were doing a lot of micro documentaries. We did a lot of documentaries where the government, like we did a one documentary majorly on the organ racket which happens in government hospitals. And then second, you did a few documentaries based on the why do people they go into debt traps, these farmers, and end up their life and everything. That's where that entire documentary journey of 2015 to what we were working gave a birth to a company itself for Marut. Like we were trying to understand. So the core what we were also thing is we have to solve a problem.
Yeah.
It has to be technology based because if I'm solving a problem of something in Hyderabad, I should be able to scale this to Assam, even Kerala, or even UP, or even like other part of the country.
Absolutely.
And
Should
we
be
never
scalable.
we never thought how do we make a money because when we took a first treatment of dengue malaria, people were making fun of us. Is this a problem? What people used to tell us. And if you are in Hyderabad at 5 o'clock, you go to a place towards Kukatpalli. You can't sit out and sip a coffee for 5 seconds. You have to start doing this all stuff and everything. So then we realized the majority people pass in India not because of accidents, not because of the murders and everything, because of the dengue, malaria, chikungunya and other stuff. So and last 70 years, What we were doing for this, the problem is in the left side and we work in the right side. And what we do health camps, like hospital, and when you get a fever, what you do, you go to a hospital, he does the guesswork. Okay, you might be malaria, you might be chikungunya, you might be dengue. By then, your bill is around 60 to 70,000 rupees. But what you don't do is, the simplest act is something water stagnating next to your house, or water stagnating in the pots in your house, or something water stagnating in the terrace where you have a water tank. You have not cleaned that in few, like 1-2 minutes, which you could solve this entire problem. So it's an entire behavior problem, and we don't bother. Suppose there's a road here, someone has did something and water stagnated. And the next building is a Mahim Bhuja, which has people have brought for very premium of the premium. And at the 10th floor, you see a mosquito. The mosquito is not in the 10th floor. The mosquito is in the road where it start breeding and everything. And you spend lakhs rupees in the community. So that's where we realized, okay, the public spaces and all the common areas where the actual source where this happens. So when we started working, then people started, there's a huge big, there's dengue, malaria in city of Hyderabad is 1,000 crores the business. And they started, why you're reducing it? Let people die. And let people suffer. Is a common thing when officials stays. If I solve this problem, the people at corporate level, MLA level, all these people who were making money will cut down.
Right.
So that's where we see, then we started stopping this. We did not scale this to other cities is because it becoming like an activist than actually running a company.
Right.
That's where we pivoted to agri. Then we did the healthcare deliveries like in Wayanad floods or Assam floods. We were like, because we get suddenly a call saying that there's a water around me. I need a milk for my baby to feed, which is 2 kilometers away.
Right.
And that's where we 2021, 2022, entire COVID, we did vaccine deliveries through drones. And entire last year when Wayanad happened, so they were trying to struggle to find the bodies where people passed away. So we started working with the SDRF. So we did around 6-7 applications. In that, only one application which got in volumes is in agri. But other than we started using these drones for the afforestation in forest areas, where every summer they get forest fires. Why animals are coming out is because we don't have a green cover in the forest. And we start attacking them. So that's, I'm saying, like, afforestation, healthcare, and the technology definitely can solve a problem. But you need, like example, why agriculture has scaled it, because there's entrepreneurship and the end farmer who is really looking at the need. Because before drones, the farmers, a lot of people were making apps, sensors. But farmer used to feel this might be to my son who is in US or someone who is in Australia, not for me. So when it became a drone, it's directly solving his problem. Like he has to spray, he has to do seeding, so which has become helpful for him. So that's
Right. No, thank you so much, Prem. As I said earlier, you're not only solving a business problem, but also a health problem, a social problem, and many other problems, more than just a business problem. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts today. I think we are running out of time. We have another session also. But thank you so much for being here today and sharing your thoughts. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Thank you.
everyone.
Now I request Mr. Manish Khurana to felicitate Mr. Prem Kumar. Can we have a huge round of applause? Well, sir, we have also got something for you. Sir, we've also got something for you.